Park, where the Spencerville Bearcats will take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Good evening once again. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Alongside me tonight, Jeff Henshin. We've got Western Ohio Soccer League action from Botkins Community Park, where the Botkins Trojans will take on the Spencerville Bearcats in what is what's shaping up to be a key Western Ohio Soccer League contest. The Trojans come in here at 3-3, and Spencerville comes in at 2-1-1. And we're just moments away from the introduction of the starting lineup and our national anthem. And Jeff, we should have a good soccer match here at the pitch in Community Park in Botkins.
I agree. It's great weather, and these two teams have a decent record to start, have won some games, matches, so you know that they have an ability. Botkins has 3 losses, but very competitive, 1-goal losses. So they feel like they could have won those. And Spencerville, just the 1 loss and a draw. So they, this is a kind of find out how good we are or how good we aren't. Kind of one of those games. A good matchup and a great weather and venue here at Botkins.
Yeah, beautiful evening here in Botkins. Yeah, the Trojans started out the season with 3 straight losses, but all upgraded the schedule with Miami East, 1-0 loss, Wauseon, 3-2 loss, and they lost to Bluffton, who is never lost a Northwest Conference championship. They're 2-1. Spencerville, on the other hand, lost in their most recent start, 4-2 to Bluffton back on the 10th, and they stand at 2-1-1, and they did tie Jackson Center. Starting lineups here tonight, all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies, as they introduce the full rosters here, as you can see on the field.
Number 11, Isaiah Stewart.
Starting lineups for Spencerville: number 1, Zach Zerby; number 3, Noah Stewart; number 4, Carter Ringwald, one of the captains; number 5, AJ Boop; number 6, Brody Vasquez; number 7, one of the captains, Emerson Lehman; number 8, Will Gillespie, a captain; number 10, Braxton McMichael; number 11, Isaiah Stewart; number 12, Brennan Lehman, another captain; and number 16, Bo Miller. And they introduced the full roster, as you can see them introducing the Botkins Trojans.
Number 1, Trent Owen. Trent Paul. Number 2, Owen Zimpher.
Owen Zimpher, the
17, Russell Lenhart.
introduced, and number 17, Russell Lenhart.
Corey Koenig.
Number 5, Corey Koenig, as they introduce the starters here for the Trojans.
Number 16, Noah Butcher.
Noah Butcher, number 16, a sophomore. Number 11, Keegan Thorpe.
Number 21, Jackson Steinke.
Number 21, Jackson Steinke, a junior. Number 14, Ryland Paul.
Number
9, Reese Oslagi.
Number 10,
Number 10, John Schmock, a senior.
Number 23,
Number 23 in goal, a 4-year starter for the Trojans, Carson Motter.
The Trojans are coached by head coach Kevin Lynch.
And the head coach for the Trojans, Kevin Lynch, who achieved his 200th career win.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We've got Spencerville and Botkins and boys soccer action. Head coach for the Bearcats, Josh Van Gorder. Bearcats 2-1-1 and 0-0-1 in league play. And Jeff, the keys for the Bearcats.
Well, coach would like for them to develop as a possession team, keep control of the ball, maintain possession, kind of not stall, but just as long as we have it, you can't score, and work on the passing aspect of the game. And that kind of leads right into the next bullet there, maintain possession, especially in that attacking last third of the pitch down there near the 18. When you get within striking zone, it's important to move the ball quickly around the feet and create good shots.
And for head coach Kevin Lynch's Botkins Trojans, they come into tonight's contest 3-3 winners of their last 3 and 2-0 in league play. Keys to the game for them.
You mentioned it, Dave, a few minutes ago. You talked about their start of the season, 0-3, 1 goal losses each game or each match. Coach kind of attributed that to some mental errors, felt they could have eliminated them and had chances to win them. They also want to adjust to the speed of play and handle the physicality of the match. Look down, and it's a contact game, and you got to be able to use your ability and your speed and absorb the contact and make plays. And that's what Coach Kevin Lynch provided for us. And we want to thank both coaches for offering those keys of the game, and our sponsor, Keyhole Pizza.
Botkins will have the ball first as they move down on the attack. Trojans in the dark uniforms with gold trim. They'll send it upfield near the 18, but number 10, Braxton McMichael, handles it briefly for the Bearcats. They'll try and center it. Vasquez tries to get it out. Here comes Emerson Lehman, and Lehman is a player to watch for the Bearcats. And not only is he a captain, but he also was the player of the year in the Western Ohio Soccer League last year. Inside it goes to Lehman. He'll send it down to the right corner. Down there is Evan Greaves, and out of bounds off of last touch by the Bearcats. Trojans with the throw in, but Bearcats thought for a moment, a little bit on offense, but now it's going to come back to the Botkins Trojans. Throw in up across midfield. Bearcats will send it back. Missed header. Botkins comes up with a header. They try to go on attack. Ringwald will handle it. Botkins trying to regroup. John Schmock, one of the leaders on this Botkins squad, he'll handle it. Tries to move towards the center circle, reverses direction over to Jackson Steinke. Steinke works to the right side. Looks inside to Reese Oslagi. It's going to go out of bounds, and I got a feeling the throw-in's going to go down to the right side. And Oslagi tries to handle it, still in control. Oslagi back over to Schmock. Schmock looks to his left side as Brant Metz has it. And they'll send it back out, but Botkins still on the offensive attack. Greaves along the left side, right in front of the Botkins bench. Shadows of the field here at Community Park. Beautiful park. Full-size field, which is, that doesn't always happen in high school soccer.
It's a beautiful facility here, and a track, and mentioned a full-size pitch, so it's a big court, if you will.
Brennan Lehman in goal in the, I guess we'd call that an orange uniform. It's going to go out of bounds. Here comes the toss in by Russell Lenhart. Lenhart gets it up to Oslagi. Right side it comes to Lenhart. Lenhart trying to handle it, gets to the corner. Defense coming back. 2 of them on him. They're going to cut him off in a corner. Let's see how he moves it. Nice move on the dribble. However, Spencerville is going to come up with it. Nice play again as persistent Russell Lenhart.
Nice job. Went through a lot of traffic, still maintained possession. Didn't get a shot off, but Botkins still possession down here, and it's been basically their time in possession battle so far here in the game. Much of the offense controlled by the Trojans.
Oslagi's kick near the penalty arc goes off the Spencerville player, and Botkins is going to toss it in. Jackson Steinke with it now is Brody Vasquez. Gets it over his teammate. There's the nice steal by Jackson Steinke right in front of the goal. And Lehman's going to come in quickly and stop the Botkins attack.
Boy, so far Jackson Steinke's been a horse, if you will. He's been all over the half of the field for the Trojans and been very aggressive.
There's lots of new starters in the Botkins lineup. Very veteran team over the last few years. Still have a bit of experience, but still a few with 11 slots in that starting lineup. Still a few players to get some experience, and they've shown it in their last 3 matches as they're coming on strong. Number 5 is Corey Koenig. He'll get it back out to one of his teammates, and they're just going to basically reset this. Here comes the charge by Spencerville. Botkins over to Metz. Steinke along that touch line, gets it inside to Oslagi. Oslagi, boy, he is quick.
They've moved the ball very well here, the Trojans. You can see them always looking for next player up, if you will. Where can I get an angle? Where can I move the ball with my feet? And Spencerville has been chasing. They haven't had much of an opportunity to run offense, and they're going to get a chance here, a slight break, if you will.
Number 8 with it is Will Gillespie, one of the captains. He'll get it back out, and Bearcats trying to put some pressure on here as Stewart gets it back over to Gillespie. Or rather, Lehman now with it. Lehman trying to handle it. One of his teammates has it, but Botkins is going to come away with it. Cross midfield they come. Botkins back on defense, so it's going to be difficult. Oslagi will come up with it. Koenig comes across, but Vasquez will have it. He'll center it to Gillespie. Gillespie, right where he wants to be, makes the move to the right side, looking for the shot, but he doesn't have it. Good defense by Botkins. They pull it back out. Handled there by Vasquez as they try to get it inside that 18-yard line.
Spencerville had it down. A nice job moving the ball down. Just didn't get a great look at the chance, if you will, and they still maintain possession on the throw in here. So first substitution of the game.
Substitutes, looks like Spencerville. Landon 19, Flack, yep. Landon Flack. Hope that isn't Fleck.
Flack.
It's Flack on my roster, so. There's the toss in, Isaiah Stewart. Chased there by John Smock. Bearcats trying to hang on to it. Keegan Thorpe will come away with it for the Trojans. He'll get it back to his defenseman to try and move this upfield. Flack in the center circle. Botkins is going to send it back up that way. Oslagi trying to make the move, but it's going to go all the way out to the side, and that's Zach Zerby. Botkins back on the defense, and they'll send the kick near midfield into the center circle. There's the header by the Trojans. Oslagi pursuing it. Spencerville trying to gain control of it. There's a nice pass along the right side. Let's see if Zerby can get out there.
Just a little bit too much on it.
Pulled away there by Paul, and back out it goes to Stewart.
When left the foot, I thought Zerby was going to be able to make a run, but Ryland Paul able to hustle over there and basically hold his ground and stop the threat.
Battle in midfield. Brody Vasquez with it, trying to get down the middle of the field. There's a nice pass from Ringwald, and Vasquez will take the shot, but Carson Motter, senior goalie for Botkins, and Russell.
Easy save for him, but nonetheless had to make the play. If he doesn't pick it up, it will roll in. So good job by the Botkins keeper.
Out of bounds and past the touchline. Russell Lenhart with the throw. Nice header there by Steinke as they try to get control. Flack at the touchline, and substitutes for Spencerville.
Number 5.
Looks like A.J. Boop back into the game. Officials tonight. Our referee is Douglas Heingardner, and our assistant referee, Don Bott. Downfield it comes. Steinke working on Vasquez. Vasquez, he's going to get it up to Flack. Flack, midfield.
Vasquez did a nice job kind of shielding the very aggressive Botkins player, number 21, Steinke, so that stopped the threat.
Gillespie tried to shoot the pass to Stewart. Botkins defense will come back. Working on the left side as they try and get on the attack. Move inside. There's a shot on goal by number 11, Keegan Thorpe. Thorpe about 18 yards out, right at the penalty arc.
Got an opening. He beat around the defender. No one in front of him and the keeper. That's those shots we saw a few games ago, Dave, you and I had, where you can get up in the air, hit it where they're not. But this one was on the ground and able to be scooped up by the Spencerville keeper.
What was that, Luke Stockler from New Knoxville?
He hit a couple
of them
up near that top of the crossbar, but this time right on the ground. And Brennan Lehman, captain goalkeeper for the Spencerville Bearcats, able to scoop it up.
Yeah, and Stockler just came at a good time. His team was down 2-0. Chasing after it, number 14, Rylan Paul, and it's going to go out of bounds. And should be a Spencerville throw-in, so the Bearcats could have a good opportunity here. So let's see what materializes. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. We're scoreless, 29 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the first half of soccer from Botkins Community Park. As Carter Ringwald, a senior captain, will throw it in. Ringwald sends it towards the middle of the field. Battle there, and it comes away. Spencerville still under control. There's a long shot that's way off target as Bo Miller, a junior.
Pretty good leg on it, though, Dave. We talked about getting it in the air. That was those type of shots that are tough to stop if they're on target, because the keeper doesn't hang out, if you will, along that crossbar. He's got that one chance basically to knock it down in the air. But that one, as you mentioned, off the mark to the right, but a threat nonetheless for the Bearcats.
Motter gets it upfield, Metz with the header, but the Bearcats are going to keep the attack on, I think, here. Miller with it. He'll send another booming kick.
Well, watch out for the bounce.
And Motter will field it. He'll catch it in the air. Motter will toss it out to the right side, and teammate Russell Lenhart back up to Smock. Smock going to go down the middle of the field. Defended against there by Lehman. Oslagi had it for a moment. Spencerville trying to regain control. Oslagi still with it. It goes to the corner, and the foot race is on. They'll pull it up, and it's going to be Botkins on the throw-in as Carter Ringwald, the last to touch it. Jackson Steinke on the throw-in. Big gap out there. Let's see how the throw-in goes and what Spencerville's up, or Botkins is up to. You see Oslagi, he's down low. And we've got a whistle, and
I missed he made a signal, the referee did. I
think that's Don Bott, the assistant. Not sure what
maybe the keeper is hurt. You see him kind of holding his back, like thigh area. I don't know if he pulled a muscle or if he's injured. He was on a knee, I noticed, when the whistle was made, so he may be of
Brennan Lehman.
Well, they'll have a change of keeper here.
A momentarily delays. And I'd like to remind you that all timeouts, I don't get to say this very often in soccer, are brought to you by Precision Strip. So thank the fine folks here as the clock does stop at 27:50, which is a rarity in itself. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity soccer action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Thursday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. and Sunday, September 25th at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So now, do we have a new keeper here?
Well, he was a player on the pitch that ran off. I missed. Should have paid better attention.
That looks more pink than anything.
It is a new keeper, but he was on the field
He changed his jersey.
Yeah, he ran off. So I didn't pay attention to his jersey number.
Well, here comes the toss in. Got a whistle. What was that?
I don't know. Maybe an illegal toss or stepped across the line. I wasn't paying attention to that.
That must be, yeah. I thought it was going to be a golden opportunity if Spencerville had to switch goalies, and obviously sometimes you go to a younger, more inexperienced goalie as your backup. But anyway, Spencerville is going to have it. Now Botkins will have it, and Jackson Steinke's going to throw it in. There's the header. He tried to get it over to the center of the field as Steinke will handle it. Steinke moves inside, tried to dump that pass off to Oslagi. Good defense there by Carl Ringwald, and Spencerville trying to get out of this offensive trouble that Botkins is applying here. Thorpe. Ball taken away there by Zerbe. He gets it across midfield. And Botkins is going to stay on the attack here. No matter what happens here. Russell Lenhart across midfield. He moves it inside. Upfield to Oslagi. Over to the right side. It goes to Smock. Smock trying to move it to the inside. He'll take it to the corner. Stop and try to make a move inside. But Emerson Lehman will take it away. Lead pass to Flack. And it's going to go off of Russell Lenhart for the Trojans. So the throw in coming up. Brody Vasquez gets it to teammate Will Gillespie. Gillespie, a first team all WOSL performer from a year ago. High kick by Spencerville.
Possibly offside, maybe.
Looks like that.
Because when the ball was
just
kicked,
about have to be an offside.
Maybe 8 or 7. I forget which one. Possibly was already passed because they had a run at it. 8 and 7 were working together, and I don't know which one passed the other one, but it didn't connect. And then as he continued his motion towards the net without the ball came back, and he was hence then and he was in the area of opportunity, so they had to call it.
Clock at 25 minutes and 35 seconds here on NKTelco Sports. High school soccer. Downfield, Spencerville is going to try and send it back up the way. Ringwald gets it up to Flack. With it now is Bo Miller. He'll send it back, and Spencerville trying to reset. They send it to the middle of the field. Controlled there by John Schmock, who sends it to the right side, and the race is on. Steinke trying to get to it. Ringwald comes back with it. He'll send it towards the center of the field, and Emerson Lehman. Botkins is on the attack. They'll get it all the way back to Motter, and he'll handle it and get it back out to the right side.
Push up, White, push up.
With it now is Smock. Smock. Lenhart across the midfield line and out of bounds, and Spencerville will throw it in.
It's been Botkins basically on the attack more so here in this first 15 minutes of action, but Spencerville has had a few runs, but more times than not the Botkins Trojans have held possession or had the ball and been maybe more of a scoring position than the Bearcats have been.
That's a long toss all the way downfield, and Botkins will recover it. Across midfield they come. Russell Lenhart over to Oslagi. Oslagi, he'll pull it out. Gets it back over to teammate Brant Metz. Metz looking inside, trying to go down the center of the field. Oh, nice. There's the lead pass, but just a little bit too quick. Corey Koenig just a step or two off on that pass as Spencerville, or rather Botkins with the ball. Down the middle of the field across the midfield line comes Spencerville. Back on defense, though, is Botkins. And the cover up there by Carson Motter. Here comes Smock. He'll make a move to the left side. Shoots it down the middle for Oslagi. Teammate Keegan Thorpe will have it. Trying to go inside is Thorpe. Thorpe on the end line. And Thorpe's kick is going to be out of bounds, goes past the end line.
And the new keeper right now, Dave is number 3, Noah Stewart, who came in a few minutes ago. He's the pink jersey. So, yeah, yet to be worked on, as Lehman's been their primary keeper all year with 32 saves coming into the match. So not real sure how much experience Stewart has back there, but they're going to have his hands full with an attacking Trojans soccer club.
And he'll kick it away. Line drive boot. Botkins will send it back deep into the defense. Bo Miller will have it, trying to get it in the middle to Ringwald. But Botkins have got this pretty well defended, as number 15 Carson Van Gorder, a sophomore, also into the lineup for Spencerville, as they make a substitute. Oslocki back over the middle to Thorpe. Thorpe trying to work his way in front of the net. It's going to come back out, and Spencerville will hold them off as Zach Zerbe tries to chase it down.
Nice job by Spencerville's Isaiah Stewart, number 11, taking it away from Botkins, number 11, Keegan Thorpe. So stopped again, another Botkins potential attack. Couldn't get a shot fired, but again, Spencerville remains on basically defense.
Smock will have it. He gets it over to Thorpe. Thorpe trying to work that side. Right over the front. There's a shot. Nice save. Good save, as the alert Noah Stewart prevented a Botkins score there.
I believe
that was Corey Koenig, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a single
number
digit.
Number 5. I believe it's number 5.
Okay, I would agree. Now that you say that, I know it was a single digit, and yeah, if
right wing over there.
If Stewart's not there, it's in.
Good defense by Spencerville. That's really the first good clean shot at a goal either team has had here this evening so far. Schmock, good long line drive kick, and
hit it well, but right at the keeper.
Tell you, Stewart, like you said, we don't know how much experience he's had behind the goal, but
trial by fire, or he's going to learn the hard way.
Yeah,
live action.
Clock coming up on 20 minutes on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. There's the pickup by Lenhard. Lenhard trying to go inside. We got a whistle. Yeah, I thought so.
Foul?
I do believe that would be a foul, so we'll have an indirect free kick here for the Trojans. Well, maybe it's direct.
Yeah, so you're gonna say, when you said that, I thought, well, I'm not for sure. We're learning here, but he can score off of this.
Yep, that sends it to the goal, and it's off to the right side. I think that would have been Smock. I think number 10 is the one that tried to get it inside the goal.
Yeah, pretty well played out there. You know, I won't say it's luck, but you got to have someone that has the ability to get the ball in the area, and then obviously have a player there that's in the right spot. And Botkins had one. I just went off to the right side. Good shot, just not on goal.
Stewart will kick it away. So one more attack by Botkins, and it's still scoreless. Spencerville, Bo Miller. They'll get it over to the right side. Number 5, A.J. Boop. But Botkins is going to maintain it. Spencerville, number 7, Lehman. She gets it to center circle. Gillespie. And Botkins will regroup and reset their attack.
Kind of spread the field and make the Spencerville Bearcats defend all of it. And Botkins is, I thought, just, spread out the field. They pass well. And again, they've held control, I feel, much of the first half. Yeah. So
scoreboard doesn't indicate it, but we're scoreless. But Spencerville's digging in and having to play a defensive battle here to stay alive. Number 3, Noah Greavy, into the lineup for the Trojans. Number 8 for Botkins. They'll get it back out and try and move it forward along the touch line, and Russell Lenhart not able to hang on to it as they work the line, and tossed by Vasquez coming up here. Coming up on 18 minutes, scoreless battle here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. They got a whistle, stop in play. That should be a Free kick for Spencerville. So let's see what number 16, Bo Miller, can do. Big opportunity here for Spencerville. Botkins defense is back. Miller sends it in to within the 18-yard line. And now there's a battle for it. Botkins tries to clear it out, and they do. Thorpe, he'll go right side. He sends it for the right corner. Races on. Oslocki. Ringwald. Oslocki has it. Tries to get it over to Smock, and Stewart comes out and scoops it up. Thought for a moment Botkins was going to have a shot at it.
I thought the same thing. You felt it kind of set up. This clear out didn't really work well for Bearcats, and then this ball was centered. Just not a great on-goal kick, but it looked like it had the makings to be like a fast break offense for the Trojans.
So we've got another, not sure what the whistle was for, but I think it's a free kick coming up here for Spencerville.
I didn't see the hand signal. Let's check
I thought the hand signal was, I think it's an indirect free kick, I think. Goes off of a Botkins player in the penalty arc. Swing and a miss there by Gillespie. Ringwald, or Lehman rather. Now it comes back out to Flack, and Spencerville really with the ball for just a moment, I guess. Botkins is going to clear it across midfield and comes back down to Ringwald. Ringwald at midfield. And Botkins coming up as we go inside 16 minutes. Counting down towards the 15-minute mark here on NKTelco Sports. Scoreless battle. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 0-0. Here comes the shot inside. There it is. There's the cover up. Keegan Thorpe and Noah Stewart covers it up.
Yeah, again, Thorpe there really had to work his way through some traffic, but able to get a shot off. Wasn't struck real hard, but kind of a misdirection shot. But nice play by the new temporary keeper, if you will, Noah Stewart, diving on it and preventing it from passing over the line.
Throw in for the Trojans. Try to get it upfield. I believe that's Noah Greavy up against Isaiah Stewart. Here comes Koenig. He'll feed it to the right side. Here's Smock. Smock, nice lead pass over to Thorpe. Thorpe trying to go inside against Ringwald, and the kick is going to be wide.
Cross ball and just no one, attacked or no one filling the lanes there, and the ball scoots across. But those are where the opportunities come from. You kind of shoot it across and hope your teammates are kind of slamming down, if you will, and have the opportunity to go after it. Break for the Bearcats.
I think he's probably looking for Oslocki because Reese has got some really tremendous speed downfield. Here comes Will Gillespie for Spencerville. He'll get it back over to teammate Lehman. And number 17 for Botkins gets it back to the center circle, but Bo Miller on the attack for the Trojans. Into the penalty area with it now. Zerbe just outside. Haven't yet to have a corner kick, have we?
Nope. Neither team has had one. The throw-in a while back down here for the Bearcats simulated about the closest thing we had, because that toss went right into the 18 penalty circle area, and that's about the closest thing we've seen so far from a corner kick.
And Botkins
haven't had many goal kicks either. I mean, sometimes that's all you get done doing is chasing the ball, when it goes past the end line, and just a couple of them, and other than that, it's been basically between the white or on the inbounds area. I think a lot of that's just because Botkins has maintained possession. They've just moved the ball so well amongst themselves, nothing wild. It's all been, I guess, discipline might be the right word, or just controlled attacking and passing, and nothing wild, and they've good spacing.
Noah Greavy with it. number 3.
Give the Bearcats credit. Their defense has been called upon here a lot this first half, and it's not broken yet.
Keegan Thorpe trying to get inside. Cut off there by Vasquez for Spencerville.
Good job by Vasquez, not committing the foul, but yet stopping the
Thorpe,
opportunity.
there's the center. There's the cross.
I think Oslagi was the intended attacker there. It did not connect.
Close. Try to muscle it inside Spencerville, just trying to clear it. There's a shot. Noah Greavy. And Noah Stewart alertly picks that one off.
Yeah, a strong shot there by the Trojans.
Lenhart with the defense for Botkins. It's going to go to the corner. Oslagi, he's going to chase it down. Cut off there by Vasquez. Real battle going on there. No foul.
And Vasquez, back-to-back times, he's used his body cleanly, or legally, I should say, to ward off the Botkins player and keep possession of the ball and take away a Botkins opportunity.
Upfield we come. Lehman. Off-balance kick is going to go past the end line. So we've got, comes our goalie. Not sure if that was equipment issues or exactly what it was, but
nonetheless, looks like he's ready to play again. And his fill-in, Noah Stewart's done a fine job. He's had some quality stops, you know, shots that were well struck. And as I was speaking, was that our first corner kick?
Yep, first corner kick. And there's a shot that is wide by number 4, Carter Ringwald.
And here comes back into the game Lehman. And a nice round of applause for Stewart in both directions. Good to see Lehman back on the pitch, and Noah Stewart earned his backup salary like quarterback holding a clipboard on Sunday afternoons.
Like the guy from the Cowboys is going to this week.
Yeah, except Stewart was in the game already, so
yeah.
He was a starter, I believe, or was a starter, but yeah, did some nice play for his teammates while Lehman was out. And Botkins continues to attack, be the aggressors.
Smock trying to get it ahead. There comes a shot, and Corey Koenig, number 5, he wanted that one, and it went wide right. And I'm not sure if Spencerville touched that or not. They may have.
Well, there'll be first. You mentioned no corner kicks. Now we've had
one each.
One for each team.
Yeah, here comes a great opportunity. Let's see what the Trojans do.
Final 10 minutes of the first half.
There's the kick, and scooped up. Kick is away, and it goes into the center circle. Smock is going to have it. He'll get it over here to Lenhart. Lenhart try and move it downfield. He gets a break there, tries to go inside. Zerbe tried to take it away from him, but that doesn't happen. I make that Emerson Lehman with it now. Back over to Isaiah Stewart. Stewart looks upfield for Zerbe.
Zerbe's on the right. Yeah,
goes to the corner, and Motter will come out and
wait for it to get inside the box, pick it up cleanly,
and kick it away. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Scoreless battle. He'll roll it up field to Smock. Smock, he'll send it over to the left side. Trying to check a number. I think that's number 18, Connor Butcher, perhaps into the lineup. I think that might be the first action Connor has seen. Spencerville on the attack. Bo Miller. They'll send it back to center field where Butcher will have it for a moment over to the left side. Far side of the battle for that. And Botkins will, Spencerville will throw it in.
That will allow them, because they have possession, to put their substitutes in on the throw in for the Bearcats.
Botkins will handle it. All the way up to Thorpe. Thorpe can really handle the ball. Nice pass back over. Inside hits Butcher. Thorpe trying to get open. He's going to have the shot and cover up, and nice save as Thorpe almost had that one.
Yeah, he cut it hard. He was running out of real estate, and he went right at it. He had a great shot. Good decision, good anticipation by Brennan Lehman to stay low, and he knocked it down and then had to dive on it to avoid the rebound shot.
Spencerville trying to go back on the attack, but Botkins races back on defense. Motter will scoop it up with 7:25 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Lehman and Gillespie for the Bearcats have tried a couple times here in the half to connect, and they've just not hooked up yet on the through balls to each other, and Botkins has done a nice job kind of taking their connection, if you will, out of play.
Spencerville still on the attack. Here comes Bo Miller, but now the Trojans will have it. Across the midfield line. Down goes Koenig. Spencerville will have it. Flack trying to find his teammate along the right side. That's number 14, another newcomer, Josh Watkins, I believe.
He came in on a couple of the throw-in over there a couple minutes ago.
Thorpe goes inside. He's looking for Koenig, but it's going to go out of bounds. And Botkins will have the kick.
Number 5 for the Bearcats.
A.J. Boop will come back in. Sophomore. Will Gillespie is the leading scorer for Spencerville. He's got 11 goals on the season. Emerson Lehman with 3.
And 2 assists for Gillespie, so is that 24 points then? 11 goals is 2 points apiece and then 2 assists. I believe that's how they scored.
Butcher has it. Goes past him as Ringwald will have it. And now Bo Miller trying to go down the middle. Still with it. He'll go to the ground. Botkins unable to get the ball back.
Well, you got about 2 white jerseys up there and about 6 black jerseys. It seems like Botkins is all over, both ends of the field. It's like when every time you look up, there seems to be a lot of black jerseys around. They travel the pitch very well. Spencerville
definitely not in sync on offense on that last attack.
Just not a lot of attackers up. Maybe that's by design because they don't want to get beat in a foot race maybe down to the other end if they have too many guys up on the offensive area.
Thorpe, he'll center it. Spencerville better kick it out. Botkins getting close.
Gillespie all 1-on-5, so he's on his hands full.
Moving in, there's the kick, and boy, he boomed that one.
Yeah, he had to do it himself. Like I said, he was the only white shirt down there, and about 5 Trojans in dark jerseys spaced accordingly. Not a great opening, but he gave it a shot. His trail teammate was Gillespie, but he was way far back, so Lehman did what he had and got a good foot on it, just high and out of bounds.
Botkins will have it. Clock coming up on 4.5 minutes to go, first half. With its Russell Lenhart. Inside it goes to number 8. Looking for Koenig. He had it for a moment. Back up to Vasquez. Now Thorpe has it. Thorpe tries to center it. Kick is away there by McMichael, and it's going to go past the touchline. So Botkins still with the opportunity here.
They go right back at it. They're quick to get the ball in. They almost want to play like a fast-paced tempo and utilize their speed set here and try to take advantage of it and spread out the Bearcats. And they've been on defense much of this half, and Botkins just needs to continue to work at it. Try to find a hole in the defense, but to give credit to the Bearcats, they've played defensively very well in a scoreless first half.
And Spencerville, they'll try and clear it back out. They get it to midfield, but the Trojans are going to go right back on the attack. John Schmock, he'll go down. There, we got a whistle.
Too much contact, maybe up top.
So Trojans will have the kick. Opportunity here. Clock coming up on 3 minutes as this first half slowly winding down. Everybody lining up at the 18-yard line. Here comes the kick. And it's going to go past the end line. Trying to lead one of his offensive players, but just a little bit too much.
Not a lot of room to work, but you know what? Sometimes they can put backspin on the ball, and what appears like it's going out might be just enough to stop, pop, and give your attacker an option or an opportunity to score, but that time it scoots out of bounds.
Spencerville with the kick. That'll be Koenig fighting for it as Stewart will get it out a little bit, but Botkins is going to stay on the attack. Here comes Smock. Smock has it, top of the penalty arc. There's the lead pass to Greavy. Greavy tries to go inside. Greavy working hard. There's the center. Smock, and Spencerville defense is going to get it. And boy, Emerson Lehman, he's coming upfield quickly. Cutting inside is Lenhart. Here comes the Trojans under that 2-minute mark here in the first half. Smock trying to go to the left side. Defense, Bo Miller on him for Spencerville. Gets it back over to Lenhart. Lenhart looking upfield. Back over to Smock. Gets it into number 8 for the Trojans. Smock trying to make a move, but Botkins will send it back out. But Evan Greaves has it.
Lehman now, again, if he and Gillespie can connect, those two have been having to face almost 3 defenders or 4 defenders amongst themselves. Now they get some help with some teammates, but good job by the Botkins Trojans. Again, hustling back, not letting the very athletic Gillespie and Lehman connect.
Yeah, it looks like the fast break, so to speak, is how the breakaway is Spencerville's
under a minute
best bet here today.
They definitely appear to have the defense play back a little bit rather than sending everyone up there, just because of maybe the speed of the Trojans and wanting to make sure that they've got bodies back. At least for now, keep it close and see what happens later in the second half.
Got about 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Spencerville trying to clear it, but it's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in. Clock is at 25 seconds, so Greavy's going to toss it in. He gets it over to teammate Lenhart. Lenhart tries to get it inside. Number 8 with it for the Trojans. Now Greavy. Greavy looking inside. There's the shot, and
had a great
thought for a moment he had a direct path to that corner post.
It looked they kind of had some misdirection here, and Botkins ended up with a great shot. Greavy, left foot strike, going at the far post, just a couple feet off.
And we end our first half of action here at Botkins Community Park. Our score, Botkins nothing, Spencerville nothing. You're watching high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique. in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at Community Park in Botkins, it's been a scoreless first half. Botkins has been on the offense for a good portion of it, had a couple of good opportunities. Let's take a look at our first half numbers of this scoreless battle.
Well, what I have down for the first half for the Botkins Trojans, you mentioned they had possession of the ball quite a bit. I have them down as 14 shots, 8 of which were on goal. And for Spencerville, I have them down for 5 shots, of which 3 were on goal. So you see kind of the domination there the Botkins had on offense, but give credit to Spencerville. Their defense did not bend. They had some great saves by both keepers that they used in the first half, Lehman and Stewart. Lehman started, Stewart came in, and then Lehman came back in. Each of them had some great stops against an attacking Botkins offense. And there were just two corner kicks. Dave, you mentioned it earlier in the half. We had none, and then after that, each team ended up getting one corner kick. So those are your halftime stats. The more important stat, as you mentioned, is the score, and it's 0-0 right now as we get ready for the second 40 minutes of action here from Botkins Community Park.
Two teams are back on the field. They're ready to go at it. And as we said, this is a Western Ohio Soccer League contest, as you know, and Spencerville comes in with 0-1 record. They had a tie against Jackson Center, and Botkins is, I believe, 1-0. Let me double check.
2-0.
2-0 in league play, and with let's see, wins over Fairlawn and LCC. And boy, I just look at those two scores. If you put those combined, it was 26 goals and 2 shutouts for Carson Motter. So convincing opening wins in league play for the Trojans. We switch ends, and here we go. Spencerville has it for the moment as they try to work across midfield. Lehman is going to shoot it downfield. Boop's going to give chase. Motter comes up, and he'll have it. Smock and Thorpe had a couple of real good efforts for the Trojans, but of course Noah Greavy almost is the one who had the near miss there right at the end of the first half.
Yeah, there's about a handful of opportunities, some really good strikes that just missed or were stopped, as I mentioned before, by the two keepers that the Bearcats used in the first half, in Stewart and Lehman. But for Spencerville, you know, their attacks, probably about one was maybe, let's say, really a threat, and the other ones were, I hate to use the word easy, but playable stops, which were made by the Trojans. And so far, can the Spencerville Bearcats defense maintain this onslaught? And can they get a cheap one, if you will, in that fast break, and maybe something coming from Lehman or Gillespie in transition?
And here comes a corner kick. So Spencerville here to start the second half. They're going to go back into Zerby, and they'll set it up. Back over it goes to Bo Miller, but with it now is Brant Metz. Metz gets it over to Smock. Smock down the center of the field. He'll go right side. He's got an opening. Back over to looking for Oslagi, and it just doesn't quite materialize. I'll tell you, they had a nice breakaway there. I thought that might be an opportunity for them. Lehman will kick it away for Spencerville. Comes back out to Paul. Paul tries to send it upfield. Good play there on defense by Will Gillespie, and suddenly Bearcats are on the move. Lehman trying to get it inside. I think that's Zerby over there. Yep, number 1. But Botkins will, that battle goes on in the touchline. Bearcats trying to be a little bit more aggressive here, it looks like.
Yeah, they have. They started out, I thought the same thing, just much more attacking, and you know, sometimes that just comes with, I won't say the luck of the bounce, but they've been more on the throttle here the first couple of minutes of the second half.
Botkins, Smock's going to have it. He's got 4 offensive players in front of him, now a 5th as number 13, Greaves has it. He shoots it inside to Koenig. Koenig, top of the arc. Now Oslagi's doing battle with it. Vasquez trying to keep him out. Good defense there, and it comes back out near the center circle. And here come the Bearcats. Cross midfield. Streaking to the right side is Boop, as they try to handle it down the middle. Gillespie. And Motter.
There's one of those plays, a lot of misdirection, a header in there, and if that ball scoots one way or the other, the Bearcats have a chance. Fortunately for Botkins, it goes in the hands of their keeper and clears it for the Trojans.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. Motter's only allowed 4 goals on the season. That's pretty good against some strong competition early in the season, as they played Miami East and Wauseon And then, of course, Bluffton, who, as I said, has dominated the Northwest Conference. Shot is wide by Evan Greaves. And the kick away for Brennan Lehman, one of the captains of this Spencerville team.
Flack for the Bearcats, 19. And there's the pitch.
Bearcats head coach is Josh Van Gorder. As they move it upfield, Isaiah Stewart, center circle and across the midfield line. Taking over is Gillespie. He'll try and almost like a point guard. Looks downfield, trying to find Flack on the right side, but Oslak, he's going to have it. They'll clear it upfield, or try to, but Noah Stewart, who filled in as goalkeeper in that first half, has it for a moment. Gillespie back over to Flack. Flack looking for Gillespie. Metz, he'll send it out near the center circle, and they'll go to the corner. Goalie's keeper comes out, covers it up. Now a rolling lead pass, and the Bearcats across midfield. Lehman. Shot is wide. Goes out, and Botkins will kick it away.
Yeah, they'll have a goal kick. But it just seems like Spencerville has changed it up a little bit. The offense just seems to be a lot more, yeah, I don't know if anything changed or not, just from what I can see. It seems like a lot more activity down here in front of the Botkins net than what we saw in the first half. A lot more white jerseys on their side, or the Botkins side of the field. And maybe that's part of their scheme, you know, control it, utilize your legs or save your legs, and then the final 20 minutes or 40 minutes, the second half, maybe you turn up a notch and you go. It's, it's a long match.
They have some good quickness, that's for sure. Tossed in by Keegan Thorpe, and from the touch line, gets it into Greaves. Thorpe trying to go inside, and Stewart gets it up field, almost a penalty that time. Gillespie back over to teammate Lehman. Lehman trying to work the left side. Got a feeling that's a pretty good combination for the Bearcats.
It just seems like those two have always been out in front, 7 and 8 or 8 and 7.
Trying to get that breakaway.
Yeah, and just the through ball, and it just hasn't connected yet. But they both seem very good with the ball, especially last time I believe it was Gillespie had it, really controlled it well. A lot of change of pace. You mentioned the point guard, and that's exactly what you have to do here. You can't be stagnant. You can't be one speed. You got to keep the defense off balance, and they've done a lot of that here, and they just look like the type of players that work well together and feed each other well.
Battle in front of the net. There's a shot for the goal and a score.
8, I believe it was Gillespie. We just talked about him.
Will Gillespie
snuck it in the left side.
Good strong hit right by the left crossbar, and Gillespie with 33:01 puts the Bearcats in the scoring column.
Well, that gives him 12 goals on the season, and again, it just feels like a different team here all of a sudden. I mean, we didn't see that much activity. It didn't seem like in the first half, but here in the second half, it's been the Bearcats, the offensive team, if you will.
Yeah, that was a good, clear shot. There wasn't a lot of, there was nobody in front of him when he kicked it.
And he hit it hard, and where the keeper wasn't at. It was, the farthest part of the net away from
where Motter was at.
So well struck, and of course you look at back the first half, Botkins, how many good strikes they had to just missed and get inside the post.
Paul with it, and Botkins will reset.
You know, in soccer, there's a lot of time left here with over 30 minutes to go, but for Botkins, who probably felt like they should have had a lead at the end of the first half, now finds themselves down by 1.
That's a lot of work to get 2 goals.
It just seems like, okay, why is this not, what are we doing wrong? It's like we're getting some good opportunities, just not being able to dent the net, and just have to pick up the pace a little bit here, but just not panic yet. A lot of time left.
Brent Metz tried to sneak inside, but Spencerville's going to send it back out. And it's going to be out of bounds. Throw-in goes to the Bearcats. Yeah, there's 31 minutes and 45 seconds on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. That's a lot of time, but when you got to bounce back and score twice for the win, and you're against a very competitive team in the Spencerville Bearcats. I think last year, I believe it was last year, they had their winningest record in their school history. So Bearcats quite capable, and get some all-league performers on that out front. They can keep the pressure on.
Player of the year was Gillespie?
Player of the year was Emerson Lehman.
Oh, Lehman, 7. Okay, from last year.
From last year, and then Gillespie was a first-teamer. So you got 2 first-teamers for the Bearcats leading the way. And we've got a whistle. And the throw-in goes to Spencerville.
Foul. It's not a throw-in, so.
Oh, it's a foul. So the kick goes to Spencerville. I thought perhaps that's a long way away from us. I thought he just stepped out of bounds, or the ball went out of bounds. But right at midfield. Comes the kick. It's going to be picked up there by Keegan Thorpe. Thorpe across midfield. He'll go left side. With it, Koenig. Koenig back out front. Bearcat defense working on him. Evan Greaves has it, and they'll send it back out and reset. Greaves looking towards the center of the field, but Ringwald will send it back down the other way. Rylan Paul. Back over to, I think that's Noah Butcher, I believe. Here comes the attack. Number 4, Brant Metz. There's the pass to Oslagi. Ringwald, good defense. There's a shot, and it's going to be just wide. Boy, that has to be frustrating for Botkins. There's a couple of pretty good lucks there.
That's what you need, those loose ball situations, and they've just needed to make the right contact. They got a shot off. Someone from Spencerville stopped the first attack, just getting a body in the way, but that rebound effort or the second chance just went wide left.
So the corner kick is for Botkins.
Each team now with the corner kick here in the half.
Let's see what happens. Header, and it's going to, a missed header, and it's going to roll out to the right side as Ringwald's going to try and pick it up, but Botkins comes up with it. Trying to move along the end line. Oh, there's...
Very careful. Again, there's contact, and you have to keep it clean. That would have been inside the penalty box, so nothing called.
Botkins trying to mount the attack. Spencerville back on defense, though, right in front. I think that was Koenig with the kick inside, and it's going to come back out, and Botkins will reapproach. Back over to the left side it comes. Greaves tries to move inside. Defense there by Flack. As Botkins maintaining the ball into the center. That was intended for Oslagi. Number 5 with a Koenig. Koenig goes to the right side. Might be Braxton Michael. And it's going to go out of bounds in front of the Spencerville bench.
Well, the numbers in that far corner straining on the old eye sockets here.
A little hard. A little tough. Here comes the toss in. Spencerville going to be on the move. Nice lead pass. Botkins defense. Matter's going to come out and field it. Trojans trying to find the offense here tonight. I think that's Oslagi with it on the right side.
I say find it, just finish it. Maybe they've seemed like they've had some offense. You know, they had a number of shots in the first half on goal and some quality looks. So it's not like they haven't been getting shots. It's just not, finished. They just haven't finished or executed the way they wish they could have. And then Spencerville, one of their rare attacks, they get a spinner, if you will, and it's right inside the post.
Lehman's shot goes wide. The Matter's right. You're right. They just need to finish.
But easier said than done.
It's very easy, yeah.
Give credit. I mean, Spencerville has packed in the area. It's been almost like hitting it through a bunch of bowling pins. It's not a lot of room, not a lot of openings unless you go a little bit higher, you know, over top of the defense. But right now, most of the shots, most of them have been on the ground, although a couple flew well struck, flew just wide left or wide right. But still time left here as we approach the 26-minute mark of the final half.
Our score, 1-0 Spencerville. Will Gillespie with a goal at the 33:01 mark of the second half puts Spencerville into the lead.
That was his 12th goal of the season for Mr. Gillespie.
Battle for it in center circle. And that's going to go against Botkins, so Spencerville will have the kick. Bo Miller, a junior, will kick it for the Bearcats. Lead pass to the right side. Zerby now has it, tries to get it inside. Back over to the left side of Bo Miller, and they'll work it from the far side. Botkins is going to come up with it. Here comes Thorpe. Thorpe, he's going to send it over to the right side. Oslagi streaking towards the ball. He will not win that battle as he goes to the turf, and Spencerville tries to move it up near midfield. Botkins regains control. Into the middle to Metz. Metz across midfield. Move to the left side, Zerby. He'll send it back across the other way. Greaves. Now it's to Smock. Smock will send a pass to the right side. Let's see if the Trojans can work that right side. Move inside, Smock. And it's going to roll to the end line. It's going to be picked up there.
Again, good defense by the Bearcats. Just nothing easy for the Trojans to get good quality shots off here, especially in the second half. No shots on goal yet for the Trojans.
Lehman kicks it downfield. Botkins will have to send it back the other way. Good strong kick. Trying to regain the offensive. We're kind of in a lull right now at midfield. And we've got a whistle and a foul. So Botkins will have the kick. They'll quickly keep the ball moving. Clock coming up on 23 minutes. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. They'll go to the right side.
Nice play there defensively by number 7, Emerson Lehman. Diving in there, and again, just making it difficult, almost frustrating for the Botkins offense here.
Good defense for the Bearcats.
And the Bearcats know they have a 1-goal lead. Their defense doesn't have to be special. You don't just be conservative, play smart, keep the ball in front of you, don't let anything get behind you, and maintain the lead.
Spencerville with the throw in as there's 22 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in this one. 1-goal difference. Bearcats with the lead. Botkins sends it to the right side. Down to the middle. Trying to maintain control of it. Out front is
number 8.
Number 8.
John Ratterman.
John Ratterman,
freshman.
Yes.
There we go.
Yep. John Ratterman, not on our original roster. As
a nice move.
Ratterman down along the end line. He'll send it back out. It goes wild. Let's see if they can come back at it again. That looked like Metz might have had an opportunity there as they work the right side now, trying to go inside. It's a battle. And here come the Bearcats right down the center of the field. Lehman will slow it up, gets it over to one of his teammates. That's Flack on the left side of him, as they'll come back down and set it back up. And once again, Botkins unable to mount an offensive there. Ball is going to go to the touchline. It's going to go off the Bearcats. And number 13, Greaves, will get it in. Down towards midfield. Here come the Trojans. That's Smock. A couple of offensive players went down, slipped on the turf, which is a little slick at this time of night. Evening contest here at Botkins Community Park. Smock will have it. He looks inside. That's Thorpe. Thorpe with it right at the penalty arc. Spencerville defense on him. Botkins just trying to get some motion going here as they try to work the end line, but cut off there by the Bearcats, and they're going to bring it right back out.
Still Botkins, though, able to go right back to work here, Dave. Not a lot of, really not a change of possession, but a temporary clear for the Bearcats.
Goes to the corner, and Botkins keeps it in. It's at the corner, and here we go. Got a corner kick. Let's see what happens. Opportunity here for Botkins. Let's see how they line up. And I'm not sure who's coming over to kick it. Looks like it might be Smock. There's the kick. Front of the goal. Battle for it. And the goalie, Brennan Lehman, falls on it. About 3 yards away, Jeff.
Yeah.
Longest 3 yards you'll have.
Yep. Again, a lot of activity, just kind of a tense few minutes there. Botkins just was almost just like,
yeah, you know, soccer's one of these things where time just sneaks up on you.
I mean, I was just waiting for something to happen there.
You play and you play and you play, and then suddenly you're down to the final few minutes, and we're not quite there yet as we just are approaching the 19-minute mark.
You can sense the sense of urgency setting in for, Botkins. They're obviously down by 1. A tie is better than a loss, but a win is better than either. So you just feel the pressure mounting. The crowd's a little bit more vocal now than we were, let's say, an hour ago.
And here comes Smock. He's one of the seniors on the team.
One of the 3 seniors.
Lead the Greaves, but Zerby right there.
Metz, Motter, and Smock, the 3 seniors for the Trojans.
Boy, nice move by Smock as he looks inside. Goes to the right side there, and Metz doing battle, and he gets it back out as they try to regroup Spencerville doggedly after the ball, and they're going to come up. Oh, no, they did. I thought they were going to have it there for a moment. And here comes Gillespie. Gillespie down the center, and he is fast. Out he goes. He's going to get a shot. There it is. But partially blocked. Rebound. Shot goes off of the. Did it hit the crossbar or just go over it?
I don't know for sure.
I had it hit the crossbar.
I thought it was in.
Yeah, it hit the crossbar.
Okay.
Yeah. It just, I thought he had it.
I did too.
He had a rebound shot. I thought he was going to have it. So a couple of shots on goal. Gillespie showing that great breakaway speed and control.
Yeah, it wasn't wild. He was beating people. He was out dribbling the defense with the ball in his hand. So
Botkins escapes that offensive attempt by Spencerville on the breakaway. So we remain at 1-0 with 17 minutes and 25 seconds to play on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Metz trying to go inside for the Trojans. He'll dribble it. Back over to Thorpe. Thorpe, strong kick, but fielded nicely there by Brennan Lehman. As you said earlier, Jeff, he had 32 saves coming into tonight's game. Honorable mention WOSL player a year ago. And Botkins, and you know, you got a little fatigue factor about this time of game too coming up. As Oslagi streaks to the corner. Tries to work that end line. Keeps it alive, but there's Brennan Lehman with it. And he'll kick it away. Here comes Smock. Smock. Greavy. I'll tell you, Greavy, he had the big opportunity for Botkins in that, right at the end of that first half.
Yes,
I think you go back.
Left foot attack.
Tremendous quickness Greavy has. He's a sophomore. Downfield it goes. Looking for Gillespie. Gillespie goes to the turf. Botkins has it. Comes Smock back over to the right side. Across the midfield line, and once again, Trojans going to try and mount an attack. Move inside. I think that's Ringwald back on defense there. Here comes the move inside, and once again, alertly, Lehman with the pickup.
It wasn't a crisp shot, but you got to make sure you're clean on it. Want to pick it up cleanly. Don't let it bounce off you and give, in this case, the Trojans a rebound shot. So a good job by the keeper.
Here come the Trojans. Greavy up against Zerby. Back over to Metz. Metz got an opportunity, but he kicks it wide.
That was well struck. Not a big windup, just compact and quick. So
just about a second too late.
Yeah, just the contact
half a second, because the goalie and Lehman, he picked it up, and Metz had a good shot at that one. Let's see if the Trojans can do here. Here's a difficult one, and the goalie's going to hit it away.
Nice job using the hands there.
Down in the corner. That's Thorpe trying to get to the end line. Spencerville having some trouble. Here's the shot.
Ratterman.
Right there, Ratterman.
Wow.
Boy, what a defensive play. I got to get the number. Number 19, maybe. I thought that Landon Flack?
I'm not for sure.
19 slid in there. He had part of it. Had one of the many ones. Here comes the toss in. Botkins applying the pressure. That's Lenhart. Lenhart at the end line. Ringwald had it, and Spencerville will send it back out and
good job,
catch their breath for a moment.
And be ready, because here it comes again. Ringwald did a nice job not using the hands. You want to make sure you don't get, out of habit. Protect yourself with your hands. You can't touch it, and Ringwald did a nice job using his chest.
This is Paul with it over to the left side. Thorpe gets past him. Spencerville's going to come up with it, but Thorpe, he'll take it. He's going to go to the end line, sends it back out, looking for the corner post, and Lehman comes up with it. Trying to sneak that one in off the corner post, but Spencerville goalie is there. Greavy has it. Boy, that quickness of him. He's trying to move it inside.
Oh, no,
there's the lead. Ball. Here's the shot and save.
I think it was.
Is that Paul or no? Oslagi. Oslagi with a shot.
No, it's
Rotterman. That's on the far side. A little hard to see from our vantage point here at this time of night. It might have been Ratterman. Anyway, a near miss.
Yeah, it was. Things are beginning to pick up the tempo here a little bit. A lot of action here late in the game.
Here comes Smock. He'll get it over to Greavy. Greavy looking to the left side, trying to move it inside. And teammate number 8, that's Ratterman. Tries to pass it to Greavy. Botkins has got the throw in. Ratterman will throw it in. Botkins opportunities here. There's the kick towards the center. There's the header, but Spencerville.
Ooh, a foul.
foul, and here comes an opportunity, Jeff, I think.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. And
put the ball down and move him back 10 yards and go at it.
Big call here. Clock is, what, at 11:40 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
I think the defense has to stay back 10 steps or 10 yards. So is that in your book you read?
All depends if somebody's got to hit it. Kick is wide.
That looked like a I don't know. That looked like deflection off of something. I went off of a Bearcat because we've got another corner kick here.
Smock had the, I think it was Smock that kicked it, wasn't it? Yeah. And so now we've got a corner kick. Boy, Botkins having all sorts of opportunities here. Let's see if they can cash in on it.
Well, there's a foul in the box possibly, so they take away the corner kick. And
so back-to-back fouls on these two teams, and looks like Spencerville is going to kick it. And they'll kick it downfield. Botkins is going to hang on to it. Smock works the right side. He'll send it to the corner.
I think that's Ratterman over there on the far side.
Ratterman chasing it down right now, I believe. Spencerville will have it. Now, they've had a limited amount of offensive attacks here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's been all right here on the left side of our screen.
Good defensive play there by, I believe that was John Smock. And Botkins gets the ball back on the sliding kick of the ball. Thorpe will have it right side. He's going towards the center of the field with a hard kick. Ratterman has it now. Number 4 is Brant Metz. He's out front as Stewart will chase him down, and Botkins goes to the right side. We're living on this end right now,
yeah,
Jeff.
It has been all on this side. A lot of it down in that final third of the end there on the offensive side. So a lot of activity right around that 18-yard box. And when Botkins has had some shots, the Bearcats have come up with some great deflections, just good enough to avoid the score. And can Spencerville's defense hold up, or is Botkins' offense going to be able to, poke one in?
Difference in this one is a Will Gillespie breakaway. And made a good, strong, actually it was a long shot.
Spun around and just smoked it, didn't he? I mean,
yeah,
the turnaround.
Yeah. Wasn't necessarily a full breakaway.
Nope.
As Zerby chases it. Botkins trying to clear it out. That's the first time in a while. Spencerville's been on the attack. Quickly, Botkins is going to go across midfield. Clock coming up on 8:45. Got a whistle and a stop and play, and that's going to be a kick for the Bearcats.
It's too much hands contact. You're allowed to make some, but I think there's a reach and a grab that warranted the foul. And Spencerville, no hurry to get it going. I'm not for sure how much time you have to, put the ball into play, but Spencerville in no hurry now with a 1-goal lead.
Here comes the kick. Good, strong kick, and it's going to be fielded by Motter. Upfield it comes to Thorpe. Thorpe. Greaves. Going to be kicked away by Carter Ringwald. Greaves gets him back on the attack as Ryland Paul has it on the right side. Paul shoots it to the corner. And it's going to go out of bounds. Should be Spencerville
goal kick.
Goal kick. Emerson Lehman, or rather Brennan Lehman, excuse me, with the kick. And it looks like one of his teammates is going to boot it away. Strong kick right across midfield. Botkins will regroup and get it. Here comes Paul. Paul handling it to the right side. He'll get it down the middle.
McMichael there to stop that through ball. As again, I think it was the Greavy kid going ready to cut through and have a shot at it, but McMichael broke it up.
Here come the Trojans. Trying to kick it in, and Spencerville just going to send it downfield, and Motter will come out, and he'll get it quickly and get it up to Evan Greaves. Back over to the right side, it goes to Metz, far side. Ratterman across midfield. Inside it goes as they try to get some kind of offense moving in close. Smock back over to the left side, and Greaves trying to get inside, but good defense there by Gillespie as he comes over. And goalie for Spencerville right there.
Not sure it would have scored, but if you don't field it, you know, that's where the Trojans come in with a downward rush, if you will. So a good pickup.
And Spencerville is going to have the kick right near midfield on the miscue there by the Trojans. And the clock is at 5 minutes and 40 seconds, Jeff. Just counting down. Inside it goes, and quickly picked up there by Motter. Lehman, center circle. Ball is going to go over here to the right side. Battle for it. Noah Stewart had it for a moment for Spencerville. They'll send it back downfield. Isaiah Stewart back over to Emerson Lehman in the center circle. Spencerville, Gillespie. Trojans trying to get this ball and get their lanes filled as they send it down to the corner. Here comes the breakaway. Oslagi chasing it down, but it's going to come back out. Spencerville, good defense by the Trojans as they keep the pressure on Botkins, who tries to clear it. Zerby back over to the center circle, and Isaiah Stewart, but Botkins will have it. They move it towards the middle. Working the right side. There's a kick towards the center. Thorpe at the end line tries to make a move inside. Spencerville on the defense. There's the center and the kick back out. But Botkins still trying to apply the pressure, and there's a foul.
Yep.
Foul will go against Spencerville. The battle for the ball, he got to the body first instead of the ball.
And Gillespie there will get whistled for the contact.
So there's the kick inside, comes back out, and Spencerville is going to send it back out towards the center circle. It'll go right side. Botkins still applying the pressure. Goalie is way out right now. Motter, as everybody's on this end as the clock becomes that issue. 3.5 minutes. And a few seconds to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Lehman, he'll punt it to the center circle. Fielded by Metz with the header. Now to the right side, Oslagi. Oslagi working on that wing. Defense comes over. That might have been, I'm not sure who that was. Might have been either Boop or Ringwald with a good defense, and the ball goes outside. Stopped Oslagi's efforts along the right side. And there's the kick. A header. And scooped up by Lehman. That was actually not good defense. It was a foul, and it gave Botkins an opportunity. Now they're going to have a corner kick.
Expect things to get more wilder here, Dave, as you just feel the tension. A lot of Botkins action here in front of the Spencerville net.
Inside it goes. Gillespie gets a foot on it. And out of bounds off Spencerville. So should be another corner kick for the home team, Botkins Trojans.
The 5th of the half.
Not much to show for it either. Well, nothing to show for it so far. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in this one. Spencerville up 1-0. Comes the kick, header by the goalie. There's the return kick, and it's high.
Might have been by Ratterman. His punch, if you will, just jumped off of his foot. 2 minutes to go.
Yep, I think that was Ratterman, and Spencerville had opportunity there. We'll have to see what the Trojans do after the punt. Here comes a kick. Metz trying to get it down midfield. Or make that number 8. That's, yeah, Gillespie. All sorts of sliding defensive efforts on this field. It's out of bounds, and Gillespie will throw it in for Spencerville. Number 4, Carter Ringwald will throw it in. And they're going to stop the clock.
Is this a delay of game warning?
Yeah, I believe so. And they're going.
I've seen it before where a guy will pick it up, go to throw it in, and then it's like all of a sudden, don't drop it, run away, and someone else will come over and do it. So I don't know the ruling with the minute 26. If you
got yellow card.
Yeah, I mean that. Again, I don't know. Does that mean he has to go off? Well, he's running to the other side. Learning as we go here.
That's isn't the yellow card as a warning, but he'll come out. Substitute comes in, and the throw-in will be Carter Ringwald, and they did stop the clock.
Yep. So the clock is stopped on this yellow card issue.
Just a reminder that all timeouts are brought to you by Precision Strip. Not necessarily a timeout, but stopping the clock, and Ringwald will get it in. Motter, he keeps it alive, gets it up to Paul. Paul's going up the middle. Here we go. Clock coming up on a minute. There's the feed to the right side. I think that's Ratterman. He'll get it back into the middle, and Greavy, he's dribbling with it back over to the right side as Smock tries to take control of that. I believe that's Smock.
It is 10.
Here's the shot. Oh, and a diving.
Wow.
50 seconds to go, and that ball was there for the taking. And what a play by the goalkeeper for the Bearcats, Brennan Lehman. That saved it. Trojans had an open, looked like an open net. And Spencerville Bearcat bench pretty excited. They're up on their feet. Clock stopped at 27 seconds.
So another yellow card, this time on Botkins, number 13. Evan Greaves. I didn't see it. It was away from the ball down here. I don't know if he just got tangled up with some guys from Spencerville. But the clock has stopped at 27 seconds.
And Motter, he'll kick it away.
About one of the last chances here for the Trojans.
Final seconds counting down. Contact made as Thorpe will have it to the end line. Gillespie will kick it out of bounds with 4 seconds. Toss in Botkins, and they're going to kick it away, and that's it.
Wow, what a finish. It was exciting.
Couple of yellow cards and all sorts of action. Our final score, Spencerville celebrating. The Bearcats 1, Botkins Trojans nothing. We'll be back with our recap. You're watching high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Back here at Botkins Community Park, the Botkins Trojans lose a tough one to the visiting Spencerville Bearcats, 1-0 on a Will Gillespie goal with 33:01 to go in this one. And boy, Gillespie had a great shot on goal. They broke it, stopped, made a strong kick, and found the right spot of that goal.
The left side of the net was open. He hit it to the farthest side, out of the reach of Mater, and that's all it took. And that was the one and only goal we had tonight. And we're going to pop our stats up here and look at the final stats. These are, of course, my record keeping. And if you wouldn't know the score and you saw these stats, I'm pretty sure you'd put your money on that the Trojans had won, because Botkins outshoots them 26-12. I had them down as of those shots, 14 on goal for Botkins, 7 for the Bearcats for Spencerville. So, the opportunities were there for Botkins. It just could not dent the armor good enough. They bent it. They just didn't pierce through. And credit to the keepers for both teams. A number of saves, as Spencerville came up with 14 saves. Botkins had 6. And the Trojans also recorded 6 corner kicks opposed to Spencerville's 2. So things got a little entertaining, although no action, no scoring, Dave, in the final minutes of this game. But boy, the intensity was there, and we saw both teams really just going at it and playing hard. And it was a fun, fast final, let's say 10 minutes, but you could feel the pressure at about that 20-minute mark. Botkins knew they had to get something and just could not get it done.
They had lots of opportunities, and those stats certainly bear that out. At the end, that final 90 seconds or so was a real scramble, and Spencerville, give them credit. They played some defense and kept the Trojans out of the net, and come away with on the road, hard-fought 1-0 victory over Botkins, and move to 3-1-1 overall and 1-0-1 in league play. They tied Jackson Center, which I believe Botkins still has Jackson Center up on the schedule. So league implications, good win for Spencerville.
Yeah, especially on the road at a very quality opponent. We talked about that early in the game. These would be 2 good teams battling it out, and it was like Spencerville got that goal and then went back and played defense the rest of the game, and just that philosophy, that strategy, if that's what it was, it seemed like it, but it worked. And fun match nonetheless to watch. Unfortunately, the Trojans come up 1 goal short.
And our player of the game tonight, brought to you by NKTelco. It's kind of tough, 1-0 game, no offense, but a steady force for Botkins throughout the evening as John Smock, a senior leader, and played a solid contest for the Trojans.
Agree, well said. We kind of heard his name throughout the night. Unfortunately, couldn't help score, but boy, was instrumental in setting up a number of those opportunities, those shots, and all you can do is for Botkins is take that away. That you worked the ball well, you got quality looks, you know, maybe your luck happens better down the road when you need it again at some point. So congratulations nonetheless to John Smock, our NKTelco player of the game.
And for Spencerville, they're up next on the 15th, September 15th, against St. Mary's Memorial, and then they got a couple weeks off, and then on the 29th they'll play at New Knoxville. That's the Spencerville Bearcats. The Botkins Trojans get right back into action on the 19th, September 19th, against Temple Christian in another league contest. Let's thank all of our sponsors here for tonight's game from Botkins Community Park. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Our keys to the game tonight brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first. Starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. Additional sponsors for today's broadcast, Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity soccer action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays Thursday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. and Sunday, September 25th at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our director here tonight, Scott Robinson. I'm Dave Helmston, and alongside me tonight, Jeff Henshin. Final score from Botkins Community Park one more time. The Spencerville Bearcats won, the Botkins Trojans nothing. You have been watching high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.